purpose comes from your pain. So take your pain that you had, take the opportunities of previous so-called failures, and use that to assist other people as well. I've been accountant for 2 decades. I've been serving small business owners for 2 years. This year, actually, is a very special year for me. I'm doing thinking about all kinds of generosity kind of acts that I can do this year, because it's just a very special year. I've been 20 years in this industry. Obviously, after that 20 years, 14 years, I've been dedicated to my own practice, Dryk Holdings, that you've mentioned. It's accounting and tax practice, assisting a lot of small business owners in South Africa with monthly accounting and tax. And then I'm also involved for the last 7 years as an entrepreneur in lead optimizers, where we generate, we used to generate online leads for clients. So it's niche market business leads in specific fields, various fields in South Africa. And recently, since lockdown, since COVID-19 struck, our me and my partner's vision of lead optimizers changed a bit, in the sense of that we also want to try to empower other entrepreneurs in South Africa. So we actually now do a kind of a joint venture partnership with other entrepreneurs in Africa. We bring our leads, we bring our mentorship to the table, and empower other people as well to build amazing businesses together with us. Otherwise, it's just purely giving somebody leads, and they don't really, you don't get a chance to influence them. But when you work closely together as a partner with them, you can start actually adding value to them, be a mentor for them. And because, a lot of entrepreneurs out there, they're very focused on their specific niche, and they're very good at like a typical employee to employer kind of movement. When you're an employee, you know exactly you're very good with what you do, but you can't change that to being an employer, because there's so much more to being an entrepreneur than just do your specific craft. So I think that's a nice kind of formula of putting a lot of other entrepreneurs together, empower them, and also give them something like an inspiration of hope and some hope for the future, for their own business, and something to work towards to.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.
And the thing to get is that all money does is make you more of who you already are. If you are a greedy person, you'll just be greedier. If you're a generous person, you'll be more generous. So I do question society's beliefs around everything, not just money, but money can't buy you happiness. Is that true? Yes, I agree, but neither does poverty. So why do we make money this bad thing? Because I know rich people who are miserable, and I know poor people who are miserable. I know rich people who are very happy, and I know poor people who are very happy, because money and happiness they have nothing to do with each other. It's like saying apples aren't oranges, like duh. So money can't buy you happiness. Yeah, but neither does poverty. What my other favorite one is, all rich people are greedy. Well, some of them are. Some rich people are greedy, and that's good to know. But so are some poor people. There are some poor people who are very greedy. They have no money, but they're still greedy. I know rich people like Bill Gates who are extremely generous. And I know poor people who have got hardly anything to give, and they're very generous. Because money and happiness is two different things, and all rich people are greedy. Some of them are, but some rich people are very generous. And I will never forget when I did my first Mind Power course in May 1999. And as a group, we raised 18,000 Rand for charity. And John Keogh said, bring some money with you to the next event that you're willing to give away from yourself to make a difference in somebody else's life. And he said, err on the side of generosity. And I was just starting out. I wasn't making a lot of money. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring 300 Rand. Now, please remember, this is 1999. 300 Rand is a lot of money. And I thought, I'm going to give 300 Rand. And as I got there, I thought, stuff it, give them 500. And I was like, ooh, 500 Rand, that's a lot of money. So I gave them 500 Rand. And then as a group, we raised 18,000. And I remember going, what? We just raised 18,000 Rand for charity. That's amazing. And then the best part happened. John Keogh turned around and said, I'd like to match that. And I was like, what? He just gave away 18,000 Rand. I thought, I'd like to be able to do that one day. And today I literally give away hundreds of thousands of rands. So your success helps lots of people. Your failure helps no one. All money does is make you more of who you already are. I encourage you to become a generous person, because even today, and you start, here's the secret, Jasper, you start with where you are now. Because a lot of people say, oh, you know, Jasper, when I've got lots of money, I will give. If you're not giving now, you probably won't give then.
True.
Oh, no, right now I can't afford to give. You can afford to give. If you've got 1,000 Rand in your 1,000 Rand left in your bank account, do you know what's the very best thing you can do? And this is going to sound so counterintuitive. You know what's the best thing you can do? Take 100 Rand and give it to somebody you don't even know. Don't give it to your mother. Don't give it to your father. Don't give it to your friends. Give it to someone you don't know. Why? Because that tells the subconscious mind, I've got something to give. And don't give it expecting. Don't give it like, well, if I give this, I hope I get back. That's the wrong attitude. Just come from that spirit of generosity that, you know what, I can afford to do this. And what you will find is there's an old saying from a very well-known book. I don't know if you've heard of it, but you might know this. You might know the book once I tell you. But the saying goes, as you give, so shall you receive. And it's certainly been my experience that as I've given abundantly, I've received abundantly. But the secret is you don't give from a point of, well, I'm giving so I can get. No, I'm giving because I've got to give. And I can make a difference in this lady's life. I can give her 50 Rand. I mean, I can afford to give her 50 bucks. And those random acts of kindness make such a big difference. So
it's like a refresh on Ikigai is a Japanese concept to gain clarity over our purpose. And for those who don't have yet their purpose, I invite you to try as many things as possible, because it's when you try out and when you feel like if it's something you want to do more or no, it gives you clarity to continue or to look for something else. However, your purpose will not arrive if you just wait there and believe that it will come to you. No, you have to go to your purpose and try things out.
There's a saying that goes that you don't find your passion finds you. So I think it's something that you don't necessarily need to look for, but it's something that you need to have the intention to go out and be and just be aware of what's going on around you, inside of you, and you start doing the inner work. It seems like the passion kind of starts coming out, and the purpose, like even Carmichael calls it, your purpose comes from your pain. So take your pain that you had, take the opportunities of previous so-called failures, and use that to assist other people as well. And that's where you kind of get your Ikigai, because the passion purpose kind of falls into each other, where you kind of pursue your passion. Every morning you wake up with something bigger than yourself, you start pursuing that, and your passion does help to obviously create and help you making money from that, from your purpose.